Protector's Enclave needs your help.
I think you've earned yourself some rest back at the Adventurers Guild. I can't help but think, though, that we haven't seen the last of Alindra. That blasted lich is still out there.
Good to see you. Ha! Good to see you again. You look ready to begin your journey on the hero's path. I have tasks for you, and there is work on the job board beside me as well. Ready to begin? Need something else? Ah, hero. I can tell you have gotten a lot stronger. You look like you're ready for more training. Meet me in the training room when you're ready.
If you have any questions, please let me know.
I'm good for what ails you.
Welcome back to the Demi-Plane, adventurer. Now, down to business. First, let us discuss threat. When battling foes in a party, you'll want to keep an eye on your threat meter. When targeting an enemy, this meter will display whether or not that enemy is targeting you, and how close they are to switching off their current target to you. If you are the tank, you want threat. If you are a healer or DPS, you want to make sure the tank has time to gain threat, so that the enemies do not attack you. Keep in mind that some special mechanics may ignore threat. Well done! Now on to soak abilities. Some foes have special powers called soaks. When you are targeted with a soak, a special indicator will appear around you, and after a delay, a big attack will strike. These attacks are very powerful, but they have a key weakness. Soaks spread their damage evenly between every one hit. So if your party bands together, you will all survive. This requires good teamwork and coordination. Let's give it a try. Oh, that looked painful. Now try standing next to the friendly illusions. Excellent! Next up are tracking abilities. When an enemy uses a tracking ability, you will be marked with an overhead indicator. After a delay, the ability will strike. These abilities can be very dangerous to a party, so it's best to stay away from your party members. Sometimes these abilities leave a lingering effect on the ground, which is even more reason to get away from your party members. Now, let's see how this works in action. Good. On to gaze abilities. These can be tricky for inexperienced adventurers. When a foe is casting a gaze ability, an eye appears over their head. When this happens, place your back to the eye to avoid its effects. If you are facing the eye when it activates, You could be charmed, turned to stone, or worse. There are many dangers on the Sword Coast. Don't worry though, this will only be practice, but get ready to try it out. Well done. You'll be felling basilisks in no time with skills like that. For our final lesson today, we'll observe the Shattered Armor ability. Some powerful foes have attacks that will apply shattered armor to you. This will apply an overhead indicator to you and significantly reduce your defenses. When under the effects of shattered armor, you will need to be extra careful taking damage, and will need help from the healers in your party to survive. Let's take a look at what it's like. I'm impressed with how far you've come, adventurer. I remember when you first joined the Adventurers Guild. I must say I'm proud of the hero you've become. You're ready to take on even greater challenges on the Sword Coast and beyond. I'll see you back in the guild.
You're as good as new. Well, nearly.
Good to see you. Quite the sparring session, eh? I think I may have taught you all I can. The rest is up to you, hero. Well done. Need something else? Your strength as a warrior will save you in a fight. But a hero needs a full wallet to overcome the debts and fees that come with being an adventurer. Seek out rough astral diamonds. Refine as much as you can each day, and then return to me. A strong economy is as essential as a strong blade. As a member of the Adventurers Guild, it's important that you help your fellow members. Join them in completing skirmishes across the Sword Coast, and then return to me. For this task, seek out the seer, Sabella. She will guide you on the work to be done. Report back when you've learned all you can. Adventurer, you are now ready to begin completing campaigns throughout Faerun. As you complete campaigns, you will gain boon points. Once you have gained enough, you will unlock the ability to gain your first Master Boon. Return to me when you have done so. Good luck.
have any questions, please let me know.
The dragons of Faerun grow restless. According to Elminster, Valindra's flawed cast of the Scaleblight mythal has irrevocably altered their experience of dragon sight. As a result, we've seen a significant increase in dragon attacks across the Sword Coast. Elminster is doing his best to find a magic solution of some sort, but his prospects are less than hopeful. For now, I've hired some dragon hunters to keep the people of Protector's Enclave safe. They'll be arriving at the Deacon Street gate shortly. I recommend you meet with them and offer your assistance.
Flesh?
Big club.
Neverwinter needs all the help we can get against this siege. The Cult of the Dragon has amassed an army to lay siege upon the city of Neverwinter. They breached one of the outer walls and are now trying to push into the city itself. Meanwhile, their dragon allies terrorize us from the skies. General Sabina has a plan to push them back and ask the city's adventurers for their help. The city of Neverwinter is under siege by the Cult of the Dragon. General Sabine has requested the aid of Neverwinter's adventurers to repel the cult's army. Meet her on the siege battlefield to learn what you can do to help.
Adventurer, that odd seer Cybella has requested your aid with something in her visions. Speak with her when you have some time.
Good timing, hero. I had just received an urgent call for aid from our old friends over in Icewind Dale. Remote settlements across the ragged glacier in the Sea of Moving Ice reported strange activities plaguing their homes. Nightmares, warped creatures, and disappearances have forced people to brave the freezing cold to tent towns for help. The speakers reached out to us to see if you could journey to one of these villages and find out what's going on. The fact that they call for you specifically gives me a bad feeling. You should head out immediately.
I summon you forth, my unhallowed! You will pay for all your meddling in my plans! you die! The Sword Coast was meant to be mine! And each scheme you took away. Now you die! You shall not defeat me, mortal! Not possible!
I'm good. What ails you?
Lives end, but stories last forever.
Protector's Enclave needs your help.
Valindra is defeated. You not only survived, but even triumphed. I'm sure Neverwinter will wish to meet with you.
Good news. Your many efforts on behalf of the city of Neverwinter have not gone unnoticed by the Lord Protector. Hog my nose, I've sung your praises to him often enough. Lord Neverwinter wishes to thank you personally. He has granted you an audience and wishes to speak with you in the Hall of Justice at your first convenience. I wouldn't keep him waiting.
I do hope your next wound is unique. I'm good for what ails you.
Thank you for coming at such short notice. Joining me here are representatives from all corners of Faerun. These eminent minds have come together to discuss the unprecedented events unfolding across the land, and to deduce what is happening beneath Waterdeep. I have told them about you and all that you have accomplished, and we are eager to brief you. Let's start with the dreams. You have seen the vision, haven't you? Yes, a most convincing vision of a portal gate, mysteriously appearing somewhere familiar. Beyond it lies a vast dungeon and the greatest treasure you can imagine. Our associate in Waterdeep was the first to contact me.
That dream is appearing to everyone on the Sword Coast. It promises them that beyond the portal gate, their greatest desire awaits.
Yes. Even in the deepest jungles of Chult, these portal gates are luring people to Undermountain, never to return.
The big question is why? Hallister Blackcloak, the Mad Mage of Undermountain, must be behind it all. Hallister or one of his apprentices.
And that's not all. The knot in the weave of Undermountain is growing. Have you felt a surge in your potential? A worrying effect with disturbing timing? This council came to Lord Neverember, and his solution was you.
We need you to investigate these anomalies. Enter Undermountain through one of the portal gates to uncover the fate of those lost. Determine who is behind it all and why. Head downstairs to meet Jarlaxle at the bar. The Drow mercenary is in our service for this operation. He knows the location of a stable portal gate and will take you there as soon as you make contact. On behalf of Faerun, thank you and good luck.